Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a requested video about a story about why I don't like supplements. And so I couldn't share this in the comments because it's just too long when I was talking with this one person on the YouTube comments. So I thought I would make a video about this and kind of explain a little bit of my story about this. So before we get too far into the video, time for the intro.
Hey everyone, my name is Ashley Stewart. Back in 2018, I was diagnosed with IIH. The long form of this name is called idiopathic intracranial hypertension. Some of you may also know this condition by its older names, either pseudotumor cerebri or benign intracranial hypertension. So if you're curious to learn more about what it's like to live with this condition, or what those of us living with this condition would like you to know, then I strongly encourage you to watch on. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell down below so that you get updated about further videos. I upload new content every Monday and Thursday afternoon.
When it comes to this topic, I feel like I'm kind of stuck in between because I feel like I don't have the proper credentials to be giving out information. Like I kind of have to in order to explain why I'm against supplements, just because I've only passed the undergraduate level. So I'm going to preface this video with, again, please look at my disclaimer at the bottom of my description. My disclaimer is that this is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and that if you have any questions about whether you should be taking any supplements or not, please talk to your doctor about this, and particularly a primary care physician, family doctor, or your neurologist is probably the place you want to go for that type of information. They're going to know you the best when it comes to IIH. I have that disclaimer for a reason because sometimes I do have to get into details that kind of are almost educational details in order to bring you up to where I am about understanding about IIH. And honestly, I've learned most of this as I've gone on and dealt with this condition. I had never heard about idiopathic intracranial hypertension before I got diagnosed with it. So it has been a learning curve, and I'm kind of thankful I still had access to all of the journal articles that I had access to in school because it allowed me to educate myself in a little bit more of an academic way on this topic rather than having to rely on websites that have such conflicting information. And to be honest, some of the literature does too. When it comes to supplements, this is true even in nutrition. I think they're getting to be a little bit better in the fact that they do understand that food is better than supplements. And on top of that, food is much cheaper than supplements. I guess I want to share my story about what made me stop taking the supplement that I did. And actually, it didn't start out with me going, oh, well, I see the research now. I should probably stop doing this. It actually took my doctor saying, because this is off the scale, you need to stop this supplement immediately. When I started taking the supplement, I really thought I was doing the right thing. Fast forward a few years down the line, and you hear that your supplement could be causing you harm. It's a little bit of a gut check, to be honest, because you really think when you're taking it that you're doing the right thing. I actually took a nutrition course where we had a chapter on supplements. And you would think that at this point that I would go, maybe this isn't a good idea anymore, because I found out just how unregulated these products are, and that these products just really honestly waste your money from a dietitian perspective. When I was taking this nutrition course, it was just an first year nutrition course. It was kind of basically a preview to what the nutrition and dietetics degree would have been. But at this point, I had already decided that I wasn't doing nutrition and dietetics because I didn't take this class until actually my final year of university. Our brain, I think, looks for patterns about what might be something that's related to another, and that is the idea of correlation versus causation. I've actually done a video on this. This was a part of my science series that I started doing when I first started my channel, which I was going to alternate with IIH. But this content just wasn't getting watched. So I can link that above if you guys want to watch that video. The biggest thing about correlation and causation is the following. I'm going to give you an example based upon supplements for this. So let's say that you started taking a supplement and you started to feel better. Your brain is immediately going to think supplement equals I'm feeling better. When in fact, you could be doing several other things that you don't realize are contributing to your overall well-being. So maybe you started an exercise program that is helping. Maybe you have started losing weight, and maybe that's also contributing. Maybe you've cleaned up your diet. All of those other changes, which are actually accumulating, are actually what is helping you and not the supplement. My biggest differences myself come from my exercise, my meditation, my diet. If I'm not eating properly, my head doesn't feel very good. And again, you don't know how much of everything is contributing unless you take away one factor at a time and test it. And when it comes to changing your lifestyle, it's changing a lot at once. And it's very, very hard to change only one thing at once and get a completely scientific result out of that. In science, an ideal experiment involves changing only one variable, which is called the independent variable, and then seeing how that change affects all your other variables that you're looking at. So you could be looking at several what are called dependent variables. Now, I think often when people do a change in their lifestyle, they're not changing one variable. At least that's how it is for me. I've had to change a lot in order to get positive results, especially from weight loss with this condition. There has been so many changes that I've made to get to where I am today that I am not able to narrow it down to one variable to say that this is what has helped my IIH. Then I've added on meditation on top of that. And plus, I make sure that I get enough sleep. I'm at about 80% of what I was, but I'm going to take any improvement over nothing. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.